you said something earlier about how if you're raised by the mother and you reject the father, then you go with all these kind of, I don't know, feminine energy traits. The other thing, I saw you on a show one time talking about the single mother raising you and how that's super dangerous because oftentimes her narrative will be, oh, your father did this and this and this and this, and she even sucks more of the potential masculinity out of a man.
Absolutely.
Can you talk about that? Because these days, it's super high. It's like 60% of all men are raised without father figures.
There's nothing more single-handedly more damaging to children's mental health than being raised by a single mother. And I have to say that out loud, honestly, and I would say this even if I became a single mother.
You must get so much hate by saying that.
And I could care less.
That's why I love you,
Who knows?
Sadia.
I might become a single mother.
Right.
I'm not saying this as like, oh, I'm holier than thou.
But we're supposed to cherish the single mothers for doing the impossible job. And you know, in America, if you're a victim, you're always right.
Yeah, that's it. The moment you make a mistake, that means
Isn't
you're right.
Isn't it crazy how the woke culture seeps into our relationships and then causes men and women to not even like each other?
Horribly.
When it starts off as a victim narrative, it actually affects our romance and then even our procreation.
And the way they damage their children with zero guilt. And what I mean by this is so many mums come to me and they're like, oh, I don't allow access to the dad because he's a danger. Why is he a danger? Well, even if sometimes he is a danger, no problem. I do agree that sometimes a man is a danger. Maybe there's been some physical abuse or anything like that. I completely understand. But firstly, I can guarantee you he hit you before you had children. Your judgment made you go and then have children with a man that's aggressive. Who's to say that you might not pick a stepfather who's aggressive or who might even hit the children? Your poor judgment is then leaving your children now without access to their father, but with a woman that chooses badly. What is the biggest cause of children and child abuse? Stepfathers. What does that tell you about who's the danger to children? It's single mothers. It's single mothers that are the danger to children more than anything else because stepfathers are a reflection of what the mother is choosing to put around the children.
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical, magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
There are plenty of evil men in the world. I completely understand. But as a parent, it's only my responsibility to protect my kids. It's only your responsibility to protect your kids. I don't care about other people's kids. You don't care about my kids. This is just life. So it's my job to protect them. So if children are being harmed by stepfathers or stepmothers, it's the biological parent's fault. Entirely the biological parent's fault. And we know that there's so many women out there that will say, I never let that guy's father in because he was an alcoholic. He was this, he was that, he was that. But you chose him. So your selection is still the problem. Now we've got these children without biological fathers being exposed to more men of that woman's standard, more men of that woman's taste. Her taste is broken. And the worst thing is, this is every time a man comes to me and he's broken by his wife, he is being alienated from his children. He can't access his children. I'll say to him, what was your relationship with your father? Oh, my father was a narcissist. Who told you that? My mum said that. What did your mum do? No, my stepfather was a great mum. My dad, he was a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Then we always learn, and we dig deeper. We realize mum alienated the father and hated the father. And then what happens is he ends up selecting women that alienate fathers. They think it's normal to hate your dad. They create a culture in their own home where dads aren't respected because mum hated her dad, he hated his dad. And then they just create children who have no respect for fathers. And then when they're alienated, they're shocked. So when the men have been alienated from their fathers, usually through their mum's brainwashing, they attach to women with daddy issues. Always, because they feel sympathy. They're like, yeah, my dad did that too. They bond over this stupid kind of bonding technique. Yeah. My dad was a narcissist too. High five, let's get married. What do you think is going to happen? She is going to do the exact same thing because that's what happens. You recreate it. And then you'll ignore all the red flags that she missed her dad's funeral. She never she never spoke to her dad. They train the children to do the same thing. So they create a cycle of parental alienation that the men sign up for when they don't realize their mum has done the same to them. So we have to break it.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business. which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.